Stop wanting to walk before you crawl. Hii kitu ni process, step by step. If you're starting a nguo business, leo ununue handbag 10, kesho uongeze viatu 10, kesho. Stop wanting to build an empire in one day. It does not work like that. Hata mjengo umaenda site inajengwa, unapata ameleta mchanga leo, ameanza kuchimba sijui. It's a process, like, and that is how you get a big beautiful building. So your dream is literally that big beautiful building, and you cannot wake up to a building. You have to put effort slowly by slowly.
Classmates, karibuni sana. Ndio belly after break imering. We're back in class with an amazing teacher today. Like I said, we're still celebrating women and women entrepreneurs. And in the last 4 or 5 years, there's a slew of business women that have cropped up from the internet, and they're doing amazing things. The internet has given birth to some amazing women entrepreneurs, and today tukona moja, she's hilarious. By the way, tunashinda tukicheka before cameras zianze kuroll, but she's making a living out of something she loves doing. And yeah, our teacher for the day is Hodiah Chepchirchir. I hope nimegetia jina. Nimejaribu sana.
Hey, tungekuwa tumebeta I would lose.
But wacha tu stick na Chepchikoni. Acha tu niulize mapema. Chikoni hiyo ni jikoni na Kikale.
Unajua sisi na pronunciation.
Inaenda hivi. Sijakosea. Chepchikoni. Karibu sana.
Asante.
Wacha tu nikwambie tu mapema. Mimi nilikuwa unfollow kwa sababu ulikuwa unafanya naamka saa 8 usiku kwenda kupika. Food zako kapoa sana.
If chest pains was a person.
Yeah, I am sorry. Yeah, just truthful. Wewe, the food network, anyone who cooks, nimejipata kwa kitchen 2 a.m. But hi. Na sufuria. Karibu sana huku kwetu. Tungekwambia kuja na chakula lakini ingekuwa whole cook show. But this is good. This is amazing. First of all, is this something ulikuwa unataka kufanya all your life?
I see. How are you?
So
Mimi?
How do you find yourself in the kitchen?
Wacha tu nikwambie kwanza. You see, when I was young, when guys were being told what do you want to be, wasa wanasema doctor. Me I used to say professor. Of all the things
Ulikuwa unataka kusoma?
I used to, hata sikuwa najua nitaka kuwa professor wa nini. Nilikuwa tunapenda hiyo jina. So anyway, growing up nilikuwa leo atoi, I just soma for the sake of kusoma, mzazi asiingilie biashara yangu.
Yeah.
So by the time I went to campus, I didn't know what I want to be.
Okay.
But I soma become marketing. Tunaweza ongea Kiswahili by the way.
Yeah, jibambe.
Aya, so
campus uliforsiwa tu wende.
Ile tu nimpe degree aweke huko kama portrait. Tufunge hii biashara.
Right.
Hey, so but then hapo campus tuseme 4th year or something, by the kudate ni kitu poa.
Okay. Well, Nairobi kia ngeja kukaribisha.
Excuse me, waliza single in a relationship Nairobi.
Ndio naona.
Yeah.
First person amesema kudate ni kitu poa.
Kuna usiri yake, I mean nataka tumeshy off kidogo.
Yeah.
So nilikuwa na date, so kuna venye nilikuwa napenda kupikia msema vitu. Mabeste wanakama wanaitangwa in-laws. Come on.
Yani mzazi anajua analipa school fees, mtoto amesoma, kumbe anapikia boyfriend na in-laws.
Au in-laws ndio premium tiers. Anyway, sasa I used to pikia him and our friends. Hizo sleepover, hizo sherehe za weekend.
Yes.
Na best wananichocha tu, wananisho, madam, you can cook. Hey. So hivyo tu kuchochwa tu kijokes, but then nikiangalia mamangu hapa ananiuliza tunaanza masters lini, na sasa hata sija graduate. Anipeleka mbio. So nika graduate, nikachorwa job 6 months. Kwa namkanga hivi naona this is not my life. I don't know what I want, but it's not this. Ushepeleka dem shopping anakataa kila nguo lakini hajui chenye anataka. That was
nakwanga tu that. Kuna time mnajonga exactly kile mnataka. I digress.
That's the beauty of being a woman. So after mimi nikachoka tu, siku moja nika reconcile reports zangu, nika resign your job.
Ilikuwa job gani hiyo?
Customer service.
Alright.
Nikaishia. Sasa mtu wangu ananiuliza kesho, mbona waamki kwenda job? Na msho kiliumana, it beat itself. Nilichoka. So after I think for like a month nikakaa tu nipate momentum, nijue itakuaje. So hapo place tukua tunastay hapo nje, kulikuwa na bar, alafu the whole stretch from KU to Wendani. Unajua ma studio wishi Wendani.
Yes.
So nikaanza kuuza smoky gizzards, liver. Lakini shetani ni nani? Biashara inaharibika, unaanza kukula stock.
Right.
You know those things?
Yeah.
Ziutaka uchome kama zinanunuliwa. Zikikaa zinaanza kuturn black. So unaanza kula stock out of frustrations. So busy kakuwa noma. Paka sayo jua imenichoma nini nikaacha kwanza for a while. Inaitwa kusimama kulamba glucose in the business world. So
nimeweka pale kwa diary.
So nika chill. After a while tukaanza kuuza pork.
Alright.
So kulikuwa bar fulani, unajua venye mabai iko na ma kitchen wame rent out, so tukaanza kuuza pork. Hiyo biza iko inashika fiti, so ilikuwa inabidi hadi sometimes napiga shift kwa bar kuuza tei sasa. Kuzia wase. Ndio at least nipate ka kitu. Hiyo biza ya pork haiku ni bamba, nikaacha tena.
Okay.
Nikaanza sijui kuuza nguo. Nimeuza mpaka boxer. So nikapiga hizi biashara. So 2017, sasa tuko 2017.
Yes.
Bado Nairo inanilamba viboko. Kitu October.
Yeah.
Nikaamua kustart life afresh.
Okay.
Nikachukua ka bed sitter mahali. Manzi hata sikuwa hata na doya mattress. Tangu akacheza kama yeye. Nikaanza sasa
What was the trigger? Mtu akisema hiyo line ya nikaanza life afresh, kuna kwanga na trigger.
Trigger here was nilikushon kwa na I started cooking like this now for ule mse. Nilikuwa na stay na yeye. Sasa it beat itself. So I had to move out. But sina ubane. I mean alinisaidia ni grow. Sina hizo.
Okay.
So I started over. So from bed sitter, sister yangu akanibaya ka mattress nini. By the way, ukiona dem amenyoa nywele bro, she's not coming back, please. Anza kusikiza kina Adele na Ed Sheeran. So nikaanza life. So this one time kuna uchale anaitwa Eric Kasamba. He was my first customer. Yeye ndio alianzisha Chepchikoni by the way. Na msi alinitext tu kijokes akanishow. He works 8 to 5. He works at a bank. Banks can be crazy. He doesn't have time to cook. Akaniuliza kama naweza anza kumpikia kwa hawa naeka kwa fridge. Na mlebolia, nikaona hii idea inaweza. Alinimentionia tu kumpikia, so nikafikiria hizi logistics zote. Napika na pack na label na mwandikia ndio hii Monday lunch nini. So mimi hata sikuwa na Bob. Nikachukua chwani from Thika Road, nikaishia Thika. Akabai kila kitu nikampikia, nikapost. And the response was like, hey, madam, you know. And I started getting customers. Hivo tu kijokes. Alafu hiyo consistency tu ya hata kama hausiki kudishi, unapika tu food una post. So you know like we are visual creatures. Unaona? That's why sometimes hata ukiwa kwa hauko njaa uingie online uone food iko 30 kilometers away, you can order it. And that is what people don't understand. So to post I had a lot of clients. Kwanza mabachelor in Nairobi yani. Hey, marriage is beautiful, lakini mabachelor ndio walifanya ni grow. So
kwa chakula sana walikuwa pengine walikuwa wanajaribu
lakini feel kutoka 2017 hadi sasa kama ng'ombe ya nini na mapipi hazijafanya huko kwetu. Walikuwa wanataka tu food.
Wacha tubaki tu na hiyo story.
Exactly. So busy ikaendelea hivyo, ikagrow, nikapata hata ka assistant kananisaidia kuclean. By the way, wacha nikushona venye hizi kucha zimeslay hizo days. Aish. Nilikuwa nakaa mkulima, masufuria tu hapo. So tukasaidiana, busy ikagrow. Ikafika sasa point yenye tuseme niko na babachela kawa 4 in a day. Unaona siwezi enda kwa wote.
Yes.
Niko na mentor wangu. Mrembo tu fulani mpoa. Akanikanja kaa 15k. Nikabai sufurias kubwa, nikabai meko, nikabai tins za kupackage, stock tu ya kuanza, ingredients, kagunia kamchele. So nikaanza kupikia home nikitumana. So ikanisaidia juu ina day hata ningetaka kuuza 50 plates ningeuza. So kuna tu rider wangu fulani alikuwa amekuwa boys wangu paka alikuwa na tools zangu, nikienda delivery majacket na maboshori na mwachia mi sasa naenda kwa customer. So nikaanza tu hivyo kudeliver nini ikagrow. This is now 2018 ndio kameanza sasa kushika line. Una hata lipa rent bila pressure nini. Ka lipstick hapa una buy, you know.
Sasa unapika kwa una slay.
Hata salon umeacha kwenda Githurai, sasa umeanza kwenda hapo Roysambu.
Kumbe Roysambu ni kuomoka.
Roysambu ni kuomoka on a budget.
Kuomoka on a budget. Mwacha hizo jokes za Roysambu. Oh, nice. Okay.
Anyway, so 2018, 2019, which is something I also want to sisitiza here. 2019 nikapata mse akona hoteli haidu poa. Because hajui logistics ni nami si niko hapa na dream yangu. Wacha nikwambie kwanza penye ilianza. Nilimtext kumwambia niaje mse utoa wapi license ya Kanjo kufungua hoteli because I had found a place. Akaniambia nataka kufungua hoteli ya Kanjo. Akaniambia badala ya kwenda kufungua place nyingine yangu inanilemea, sikuje tusaidiane. Mimi nitaona venye nitakusaidia. Wewe upike nini. Tuka revamp your place nini. Of course inaitwa sijui nitasema ninunua shares ama niliinvest ama nini. Tukaanza. So that was the first branch. This was 2019 kitu June. Busy kaendelea sasa siko Thika Road. Wacha watu wa Mombasa Road waanze kelele. Anga we can't get food. Anga mbona sisi hatuna branch. And it's a beautiful complaint. Yes. I mean. So nikaishia hapo ndani nikapata ka branch nikafungua ya pili. In 2019 November. Nikakaa. Ustake jua 2020 COVID ikakuja. Viboko. Biashara ikafika kwa roundabout. Sasa tunazunguka tu, hatusongi, you know. And then 2020 earlier in the year mentor wangu mwenye alinisaidia tulikuwa to get his space mpya ya the third branch. COVID ikakam, since it's in a hostel and you know hostels depend on students, ikabidi we hold it. I had completely given up on it. Like hata nilikuwa nishasahau, sikuwa nakumbuka. So towards the end of the year she calls me and tells me ile branch ina come through, twende. We went on site nini, got the approvals. Mimi sikuenda Christmas mkienda huko Masantorini sijui na mawapi. It was constructing. So by God's love and favor on 25th Jan tukafungua hiyo ya 3.
3 restaurants. Naweza uliza how old you are?
By the way, juuliza how old I am. Nimeturn 27 last week. Wapi birthday gift?
Sasa umesema before kuje. At 27
yes,
you're running 3 restaurants. Man, yani na feel challenge at 27 nilikuwa nafanya nini na maisha yangu haki. That's ndio nataka kufikiria. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. It is amazing. Ita yote una grow. Sijiko ushai kwa hiyo moment ya kupause kwa wait. By the way ni mimi nime grow this fast.
Let me tell you, up to now I don't believe. Like I don't believe it, like nakwambia unaona hii opening ya hii branch mpya. My mom came. My friends told me many times walimpata kwa washroom akilia because she cannot believe. Unaangalia zile shida mmekula na venye tu things were going you're not expecting. And then I'll tell you this, my mom says I was a very chilled out kid. Like ungenieka hapa ungenipata hapo an hour later. So as much as that is being a good child, she was very sure I would have a hard time adapting to the world. Singekuwa go-getter. You get? So she told me, like, we talk about these things, we joke about. She's like, she knew maybe I'll stay home with her. Nikuwe ule tu mtoi anakaa home. Unajua ule aendangi place. Yeah. And then, so to her, it's a surprise. She's still not believing it. And even for me, because kuna kale tu kashetani ukuambia hauta make it. Unajua ako kashetani.
Kila mtu kuanga nako hapo kanashinanga kama kukumbusha the pack of
customer hata akikupea ka check uende ubanki ende fiti unajiuliza yani hii ni yangu, you know. Because there's this capepo inside of you that tells you you're not destined for these things. But all these good things and good life were meant for all of us. It's just ni wewe u go out for it. No. So sometimes I don't believe, by the way. Hata nikipatana na someone, oh my god, I look up to you. Niko hapo.
Uko safo.
Na watu wengine huku nje, you know, it takes time to sink in. I don't think it ever sinks in, by the way.
I am so challenged. I am so wow. And the internet, because inakani kitu, I think imepropel growth yako the most. Is it ni kitu ulikuwa unaenjoy? Wacha nikupe experience yangu. Mimi na internet si ukuwa hivi. Mimi 2021 ndio ile nimejipromise I need to be active online. So mpaka nakuanga na schedule ya kupost na ka reminder. Jumi sikumbukangi. Mimi page yangu naweza kaa 3 months sijai post kitu. And that's something you find amazing with you guys, the younger generation. Like may adopt internet na ina grow. So for you, were you a fan of the internet first?
Yeah. And you know, for me, it comes from a very natural place. You talk about your own funny things, and yet it inspires people out here. People want to get to know you, they want to promote you, and you're doing it from a very natural place. Like it's just your thing. Like kuna day nilikuwa naenda kudeliver food upper hill, nikapanda mat. Hey, ile jamina kama kimoya pale Ngara. Hey, nikachelewa. Customer ndio huyu. So this kange makanga si ameambia watu washuke venye wao kubetray. Wanamwambia mshuke ati kuna jam. Turn. Akaona na struggle. This guy came and bebared for me food all the way mpaka stage nilikuwa naishia. Akaniuliza about my business, tunaenda tukiongea. Mimi napikanga. Sawa nini? Naishi wapi? Namwambia Kasa. Hapo sijui wapi. Akaniambia Mungu akubariki na gari nini. I'm sure amen. So I posted about it innocently. Boss, that thing went viral. And I'm like, gosh, this is just my funny stories and jokes here. And so you never know the impact. Yani inaweza fika point hata una post 2 dot na watu wanashare. You understand? But I read something as juzi ilisema work hard until ukipost 2 dot iko na 3,000 likes. Anyway,
anaweza post white. Naipata 3 million likes.
So that's the thing. Internet pia iko na ubaya wake sana. But if you are disciplined and you pull the right crowds and everything, it will grow you so much. Kwa sababu mimi nimegrow juu ya internet. You get, I can make good food, but kama iko tu hapa hakuna wase wanaiona, it won't grow. But the fact that I used to post and be consistent. By the way, acha nikwambie hii life. Saa zingine unaamka, you're so broken, you're so crushed. Umesote yako yote. Maybe you're heartbroken. Maybe you're just not doing well. But you have to just post and be consistent. Saa zingine unaamka unapost machozi tu ndio. Unaonja tu chumvi. Post. It's that consistency that puts you, because the saddest part about the internet, people will engage you like you. Ukipotea 2-3 days, washakusahau ame move on to another person who is new.
Na like tumesema sana, which is one of the reasons nimekuwa nikihost these conversations. A lot of people, especially the young ones, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 year olds, they don't understand you will only post your success. Mingumu sana upost saa zile unalia.
Unajua naweza kwa labda nimetoka kulia asubuhi ndio nikuje hii show.
Kuna mtu anajua.
Hakuna.
And that's why for me nabambika sana tukihave conversation cause wasi watu wana ukiona Chep hapo hivi amepost na kafiti. It has taken years of hard work and many tears. Depend to a few of your experiences as an entrepreneur manze. Pali Nairobi ulikuwa umeona okay sasa hii wacha tu nirudi ushago sasa.
Hey, wacha nikwambie hizo moments ziukua. Wa? Yeah. Yani saa zingine kwa hii business umepika food umetuma tu rider vizuri. Wacha rider apote na food. Customer kwambie venye atakuanika in Nairobi. Yeah. And those are the days you're like I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah. Ama you know now the worst part about growth. Yeah. Na nikuwa na kusho kuna kitu naitwa founders syndrome. You want to do everything for yourself. I've struggled with that for so long. And sometimes you have to accept that you need help. Yes. You get this help like in the kitchen na mtu anakumess mbaya. Yeah. And it completely destroys you and your brand. Na ndio hiyo complaints left, right, center. By the way, usema hizo ndio siku mimi usema I wish I was a housewife. Hey, because that pressure and everything. And then now the fact that you're a woman makes everything worse. Because you know what? Sadly, sometimes as much as the world appreciates people doing good things, for women sometimes, as much as we love each other and support each other, sometimes you are the ones who pull each other down. You make one small mistake, it rubbishes everything you have built for years and done for years. And you know? And I'll not lie to you, I had a bad incident 2020 by the way. Let me tell you, if that thing did not break me, nothing will ever break me. 2020, easy to bullying watu huanza tu kijokes. Yes. They started bullying me, saying my food is bad. By the way, it destroyed me. It destroyed my brand. For like a month, singeza amka niende job. You know those ones of you just sleep, you don't want to wake up. Yeah. You want to die. Like sorry. It was so bad. Mm-hmm. And by the way, let me tell you, the best thing that happened to me was getting up one day and healing. And telling myself, this world will meet a better version of myself than they have ever seen. You get? Yeah. And I cannot forget that day. That day I woke up, put on the prettiest dress I have. Nikapiga makeup yangu yote. Uwezi jua hata tulikuwa tunalia jana. And then, miraculously, I had been asking God like, my brand is struggling. Unajua, reinvention is a part of being an entrepreneur. You can't keep doing the same thing all the time. Yeah. Na hiyo time business yangu ilikuwa imekatika. Things are not doing well. People don't like you. They don't support you. They don't. Yani tu dunia tu imekutrash tu, by the way. I woke up, I prayed a lot that week. And then when I was praying, I think I just had like God tell me, there's something that, I know of course they say the Bible does not allow pork, but anyway, like Mungu tu aliniambia, hii nyama inaitwa pork. People love it and can never seem to stop loving it. Why don't you wake up and do something about it? Yeah. Nikaamka. And it was raining. So I'm like, okay, God, you told me to go and do this, but now it's raining. Yeah. And raining in business means itakuwa slow. Yes. So I wake up, I go. As I leave my house, I find a girl walking, eating bread. A small girl, nika naenda shule. Yeah. So I have never, sijaipea mtu lift, like in Nairobi, because you know, things happen. Nikaenda, roho yangu ikakataa, nika reverse, nikafungua mlango, nikamshow ingia, unaenda? Akaniambia naenda kampo. Tukaenda tukiongea, tukafika outer ring. Nikaona Naimvu, I told her, let me drop you at your gate for school. I took her all the way to her school. And then I dropped her, nikamwengage tu kiasi, I told her work hard, na mimi simjui, nikaishia zangu. So as I'm going, I'm just feeling like God is telling me like, this was a test, and that you have passed this test, I'm gonna give you the desires of your heart. And by the way, let me tell you, Phil, that was the changing point for me and my business. That day. This day was, I think it was in about October. That day, everything flipped. I went from being crushed to being built and everything. And since then, even favor ya customers, nini, good feedback ilirudi. Yeah. Sadly, even watu walikuwa wamekutrash wanarudi. sadly, shamefully, they will come back. And it is not in your place to dismiss them and tell them, oh, you just mugote nini. It is not in your place to deal with such things. And that is what, as a business person, you should understand. Huwezi enda ukipigana na watu, huyu ni enemy yangu. It's not in your place. You just do your thing and move on.
Mikuwa na rule in our company. I keep telling the people that we work with, all the clients that we work with, sio ati wanatupenda sana. They only give us a chance because of our product, the job that we do. So every time when we are shooting, it has to be the best product. Because hata kama akupendi, manze atangalia ile product unawapa. Atarudi tu.
Is there a shop you don't like the customer service, but they have what you like?
Yes. From your journey, manze, food found you, or you found each other. Do you still feel like now this is your life passion? Because unajua nika uliangukia kupika na hii career and you're just pushing on with it, but 10, 15, 20 years from now, do you still want to be doing this?
Yes, a big yes. Actually, let me tell you, let me let you in on my big plan. I feel Kenya pale on the map, we are not there for food. Like, you see the way Indians are big on food.
Yes.
Even Nigerians, Ghana, I feel we are not there. And that is what I want to do. So what I'm slowly doing, even if you visit my restaurants, you'll see, I'm slowly coming up with unique recipes, not your kawaida pilau nini, and giving them names and putting them on menu. So side menu is a mix of what I've come up with and what people normally eat. But the time I want to change it completely, such that when you come to Chepchikoni, you are coming for the food experience. You're not coming because you're hungry. Okay, you're hungry, but you're coming for the food experience, that you're eating something that has been worked on from scratch by someone you can relate to, meet, and so that is the big plan.
That is amazing. Vile umesema, I've never thought about, but now thinking about it, especially tourism, yes, you'll go for the sites and everything, but the one thing ukishafika in any new country, msio enda kutafuta ni the food, the cuisine. Oh, aya, by the signature dish ya Kenya ni nini?
Tunapigania pilau na watized.
Na manze hakuna venye tutamarket githeri hiyo hakuna vile tunaweza imekika ipoa.
Exactly. So I've done things like so kama I can tell you two things we have on our menu. By the way, also I'm a very bubbly person, so I like to portray that even in my cooking and everything, and even the names. So kuna kamoja kanaitwa carry me away, curry ya chicken curry, carry me away.
Nice.
So hiyo ni egg curry cooked, of course, sasa style yangu.
Alright.
Then we have our best selling right now, oops, inaitwa mayo me, mayo MAYOO me, because it's pork that's cooked in a sauce made with mayonnaise.
Oh, that one I have to try.
Yeah, please.
Hey, itabidi nijaribu hiyo.
Yeah, so things like that.
Okay.
Last one, another one is called Will You Marry Me?
Are you trying to give people hints? Okay.
It's a fish cooked in a certain white sauce. So we've named it that way because it has white sauce, and Will You Marry Me is you proposing to marry someone. So wearing a white dress, excuse me. So yes, things like that.
Uji kile umefanyia wanaume huku nje. Wow, umewaingiza kwa ngori. So every time anashindanga, mbona huyu dem tu every time akioda food ni food you later. Kumbe kuna kitu anaambiwa.
Akileta chips kunaambia, baby, even the menu is doing better than you, asking me to marry it.
Wanaume, I will try and blur that out. Poleni, that they
tunaambiana ukweli.
So that transformation, now you're proper entrepreneur, you eat, sleep, breathe your business. What has that done to your social life? Do you even have one? Mimi manzi ilifika point, I remember my own mom would have to book an appointment to see. Although at that point now, for me, ilifika hiyo point, okay, now I need work-life balance. Because me, by the on Saturdays, on weekends, nikijipata siko jobs, I don't know what to do with myself. Because my entire life in my 20s, me nilikuanga job Saturday, Sunday throughout. Yeah. I don't know. For you?
For me, one thing I also learned that you cannot pour from an empty cup, and self-care is very important. The energy you have inside and what you feel inside is what you will give to the world. Yeah. So if you're weary on the inside, you'll be very unasalima mambo, what's good about today? You know, so I'm very intentional about, I love my business, but I'm also intentional about self-care. So first of all, Mondays is my self-care Monday. Oh. Monday, I don't leave home. I don't do anything. I stay home, watch movies, scrub. Ukikuja kwangu utadhani sio mimi. You'll be looking at you man to man. Hii vitu yote ikwangi makeup. Pale kwa dera. Hey, yeah, so anyway, Monday is my off day. That's when I recharge. So I decide what I'll do, but mostly indoors. I'm a very, like Mimi, if I am not at business, I like being indoors completely. Also, another thing I have, wacha nikwambie, me, I don't mind socializing, but I have a very close-knit circle of friends and people. Hao ndio unipanguza machozi zile siku kabiashara kame nini. And so because they understand and they know life and hustle can suck nini. Yeah. We plan activities together. Right. So utapata at least once a month tumeenda camp. I love camping so much. So utapata tumeenda camping, kanini. So then sure we are just doing things together. Na hata by the even just meet. Unajua by the Nairobi imekuwa na hii pressure ya who's buying booze, who's buying this. Yes. Paka imefika, mahali people are afraid to even meet their friends because you feel without money there is no. And one thing I love about my friends is we've kept that culture of we are coming as we are. Unaona? Tutaenda kwa nania tupikie ugali mayai sawa. The most important thing is we love each other, we spend time together, we do what. Hata jana nilikuwa napigia mmoja kelele na mwambia you will not kosa to show up for our things because unasema you didn't have time but ulituma do. Yeah. Lazima to meet. Yeah. Kuja hata bila tell me to pick you up sitakata. Yeah. You get. So yeah, anyway that's it. Hivyo.
Okay. That's amazing. Dating life. Wakati umebreathe. Sema Nairobi.
Anyway, mimi nitaanza hapa. Nitasema mimi am a hopeless romantic. I believe in love. I believe in submitting, committing. I believe in making someone happy and him making me happy, making each other better.
Growing up, I don't know, your parents walikuwa entrepreneurs, walikuwa wasimamizi kwa job, ama ibag entrepreneurship ulitoa wapi?
First of all, my dad passed on, I think, kwa class 1 huko. So my mom amekuwa father and mother. So mama yangu amehustle sana. Nakumbuka hata nikiwa mdogo, you know they kanjo terrorize people. Yeah. Walikuja wakabeba mboga zake. Usitake jua venye alileta nguri. She used to sell mboga part time from her jobo. So anyway, mother ni hustler kabisa. At some point she even did Shylock. She was a Shylock. Pale huo mnashangaa mbona parking imejaa magari za watu.
Wafunga mechoka sasa.
Kumbe ni ile msana actually leta ka 50 take my car nini. Yeah. So I've seen her having that ka spirit ya ku hustle sana. But I had not gotten there. Yeah. But when I started it, it's her energy that mulikad me to have that energy.
Manze azimependa story yako, but doing business as a woman, you know, experiences zako zimekuaje? Like, do you feel like you have an edge, especially industry yako ya kupika? Because I don't know, people assume madem tu naturally ujua kupika. Yeah. Or kuna place unaendanga una feel your opportunity kasi ingekuwa dem ningeipata. Do you still get that ama squeeze tuko poa.
The fact that I'm young and that I'm a woman, I get challenges a lot. Hata saa zingine, sorry to say, mpaka staff kukusikiza, they're like, I'm 35, you're 26, unaniambia, you know, or even suppliers, even sometimes, mtu anaweza tu kunyanyasa juu ni dem. But then you learn to stand up for yourself. You learn to, in fact, when I see someone is not serious, I ask to meet up with you and outline my expectations and what I want from you. But it's not easy. Being a woman, being young, kwanza tena ati ujaolewa, it's just a lot of nini. But you learn to kukua kichwa ngumu pia. Lazima ukue kichwa ngumu pia.
I hate the fact that kile tu umesema I wish workplaces zetu zingekuwa zinakubali women to just be women, like sio lazima ukue kichwa ngumu. Najua. So do you create such an environment for the ladies that come to work for you? Your community of friends?
I ensure I pump it in them. You know, it starts with you.
Yes.
When you are confident and you feel you're good enough, no one can tell you anything. You just close your ears and be who you are. You get? So I instill it in them. You understand? I tell them, if a guy is performing well, you should perform even better than him.
Yes.
You know? And we are building dynasties made by women also.
Yes.
You understand? Yes. Me, I want at 100 years from now, watu wakuwa najua kuna dem alikuwa anaitwa Chep. She built a company called Chepchikoni. You know, this. And to be very honest, employment sahi ni kubaya. You understand? Sahi unaenda kutafuta job, unapata mtu ako na masters paka sijui nini, anatafuta same job as you. So we are killing that culture for looking for jobs. We are now creating jobs. So I want to already start that culture of creating jobs. My kids come and create jobs and everything. Kwa sababu life ni hard. Sahi ile story ya kusema umesoma sana nini. In fact, nowadays people don't even have those conversations of ulisoma sijui ulisoma ulifika wapi, because of how things are. Huko job people come and apply, mtu amesoma mpaka utalii, but they are asking, naweza hata tupata kazi ya kuclean. It's how things are and where we are. So inabidi to build such things.
Na like story yako ya entrepreneurship, because it's something that found you. So I am right to say you were not prepared for it. You didn't see it coming, you are not prepared. So ni skills gani imebidi you learn along the way that you've intentionally by the way, so now I'm a business lady, I need to learn ABCD. Skills gani hizo, and which was your weakest?
Kuanzia kitu inaitwa paperwork. Unajua juzi ndio nilikuwa nafunzwa kuandika XLS. Mimi hata sikuwa najua hiyo nini. Kwanza kitu ilinifanya karibu ni faint. Ati kwa XLS ukifeed inaji-add huko chini. That was new to me.
Ile wakati badala ya kwenda class ulikuwa unapikia sawa. Ndio.
Mimi hata nipate tu customer. Unajua let me tell you something. And even if you can see from how I'm dressed up, me I'm used to jua kali nini. Sasa nikipata customer ananiambia nitumie invoice, nasikianga ni kama nimeambiwa convince us how the debt Kenya has borrowed, how it has been used. Sasa kuna best yangu ni msio wa PR. Namwambianga wacha nikwambie stress niko nayo. Ananiambia WhatsApp, imagine customer anaitisha invoice. Anaisha ananiambia hii ni kitu tu una type unaandika, unajua unaweka letterhead. Namwambia sasa hata hiyo copy paste hii logo niweke hapo, depression. So some of those things, mimi hizo ndio vitu nasemanga nikiomoka naweka department ya finance, naweka mimi sasa tu nipike. Also now marketing imebidi nijue hizi vitu, nijue captions, nijue saa ngapi watu wanapenda kuona posts za food, saa ngapi wanapenda kuona nini. So I've had to learn a lot of things, hata ku manage books, stock take, nini. As I said, when your business is still growing, when you're kila kitu. But I'm praying that with time nikwe juzi nilikuwa nasema nataka tu ifike point hata na ingevi branch ya Chepchikoni hata sijui staff wanaitwa aje. Because there is a whole HR department dealing with that, finance dealing with that. But for now, I've had all these finances, marketing, HR, PR. Imebidi tu ni learn hizi vitu zote.
through the pandemic from 2020, the two industries according to me zenye zilisurvive the pandemic ilikuwa the food industry and the tech industry. Sijui what has changed kwa industry in terms of food. Let me give an example. My thinking, kuna period places za food zilikuwa zina grow ni fast foods. But right now pole also people are getting very conscious about what they eat. Wanataka kujua umegrow aje hizo waru na hizo skuma zimetoka wapi. Sijui on your end, sijui umefeel shift and food industry tunaelekea wapi?
Venye COVID ilianza, business went south. I know the worst part about running a business, kuna kitu inaitwa overheads. Hey, let me tell you, please, if you have not started a business, let me tell you how this thing goes. Overheads inamaanisha unaweza uza food ya 300,000 but your profit is 10,000 bobs because of these things called overheads. And so it's crazy because now you're out there pushing, selling, nini. Even through COVID now we transformed to doing deliveries now to clients. Na bado unapata you're not making anything. And sometimes you want to just say tufunge hii biashara tu twende home mpaka vitu zikwe poa. But kuna kitu inaitwa consistency I mentioned earlier on. You keep going even when it's not benefiting you because you're looking at the future of this business. Like in 5 years time, sasa wewe utakuwa unakaa hivi 2 million inaingia tu kwa account yako.
Hallelujah.
Amen. Woi, wacha nikwambie feel. Siku 2 million itaanza kuingia kwa account. Mimi will not be dressing up for who? Hata hii makeup. I will hire someone to look good for me. Anyway, I digress. So anyway, yeah, people became, I think because of COVID, people became too careful. Like, what are they eating? What are they doing? What? And busy kind of down. Moving to healthy things. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, sai pale kwa hoteli, mimi, I didn't know itafika point iki tunaitwa dawa ingekuwa ina sell. The mixture for lemon, ginger, what. So right now, my staff keeps telling me, tuuze dawa how much? I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, hii dawa watu wanaitisha kila saa. We've been giving them for just as a complimentary, but now we need to think about it as a business thing, and it's working out just fine. And so I think hii ni kitu mbaya na ni mzuri about wa Kenya. I don't know about other countries. Mind notice Kenya noma ikitokeanga watu uogopa wanaondokea. Alafu with time back to you know they're back to that, but it doesn't mean us people who are doing business need to stop being careful. We are be careful where you're getting your stocks, how you're preparing it, doing more healthy meals, encouraging customers to eat mboga nini salad hivyo. So that's just what is happening, but I can say we are almost back there.
Wow. Najua ulisema utaki nikuulize, but nitauliza. The mantra, the thing that keeps you going. That line that you keep telling yourself every day when you wake up.
Number 1, my fear for poverty.
Okay. That's a good motivator.
Yeah. And also, I told you this before. Me, one thing that I wake up and tell myself, all these good things, God made it for us. So we need to go for them. And then another thing that keeps me going, Aki, by they see jokes. Faith. Wacha nikwambie, when you operate in this life with your own mentality and thinking, ukifika kwa bumps, unaanza kupigana na your bumps. You forget your dream. You forget where you're destined to be, where you're going. Unaanza kupigana na hiyo. But when you have built your faith and trust in God, you always understand that everything is His purpose and intention for you. So even when a business goes south, it's an intention for you. Labda huyo customer angekusumbua. You understand? Labda huyo customer angekuharibia jina. You know? Or maybe this money you would have used to do bad things. So I have learned that when it does not work out for me, sisimami hapo. Kanyaga mafuta to the next point. You get? So faith is everything for me. I am no longer in that place where I question why things happen to me. Even when someone offends me, I would just move on because hiyo ni kazi ya God.
Yeah.
Maybe ananisave from something, or maybe he's teaching me something, or he's punishing me for something. So me have this conversation with God, naambia God, hii biashara leo haikuenda poa, nilifanya makosa gani, hii ni kiboko ya nini? Then we'll just talk about it. And hope. So I have this start, faith, hope, love. Tumeongea faith, hope for a better future. By the way, saa zingine biz ni mbaya, sales imekuwa mbaya, maybe feedback is bad because those days, wacha niwaambie, mtu asiwadanganye kila siku biz utaambiwa vitu ni poa. Sometimes you've put your effort, you've cooked there, but the client is not happy. And customer is king. But you go home and pour out your heart to God and he instills hope in you. Kesho ukiamka nika umesahau hizo siku zingine uliishi. We are dealing with today. And then love, which is love for food, love for life. Mi napenda life, by the way. Love for just being happy. Yeah. So those.
Awesome. What's your typical day like? Siku yako inakuangaje? Wanga umejipangaje? Huamka saa ngapi? How does your day go like?
Wacha kwanza nianze kitambo. I wish mamangu angekuwa kwa issue. Mimi nilikuwa leo asiwa kuamka hata saa 5 bila kusikia guilt. Let me tell you consequences of being an entrepreneur. Akili yako ni kama fan. Watu wanajua kilisa, what time do you sleep? They'll see you online at 3 a.m. 7 asubuhi ndio huyo wewe. So as in I think inaitwa body clock. Hivyo ndio wazungu ita. Me by 6-7 usingizi ishaanza kulost. Brain ina run. So because hiyo 7 to 9 is when I talk to suppliers, nini haiko letter, stocks inakamba. By the way, wacha nikuchanue if you run a business, please, no matter what you're doing, hata kama unavaa stocking kwa kichwa, please just go when stocks are coming in. Taonyeshwa kivumbi. So you go, stocks come in. And then now, for me now, because I have 3 branches, I can't tell you I visit all of them in a day, but I can try and be at 2 in a day. Uone tu venye kazi. Kwa hata tu kusalimia customer, hey, how is food, nini. By the way, that extra mile you make, even if the food iko na shida kidogo ama service yako, it gives them kidogo. They see that you care about your business and they are filled with hope that you will be better. So nitaenda nipige malap kwa biashara nini, niangalie venye vitu iko. By 3 p.m. na kuanga saa nishamalizana na vitu zangu kuangalia biz. So if I have a meeting, I'll have a meeting. If I need to sit down and check books nini, I'll do that. And then mostly me by 5 nitamaliza shughuli zangu. Kwa sababu mimi ni wale watu naogopa kutembea usiku. I fear darkness. Silalangi hata na giza. So I'll try and go home early. Wacha kucheka.
Ushaonyongwa Nairobi nini? Na unikaribishwa pahali.
Buda. Mimi kutembea usiku, driving at night, problematic. Okay. So nitaishia home, ni chill. Napenda kufanya usafi, by the way. Alafu acha nikwambie. Ushai clean ukicheza rumba, utaosha paka dustbin. Those are things I find myself doing jioni. Then now, kuna hii kitu naitwa cha kucheka. M-Pesa has this thing called M-Pesa for Business app.
Yes.
That thing usaidia real time. You can check real time. Umekuja Chepchikoni umekula saa 6, it will show me ulilipa hii saa. So it also helps me. So most times utapata nimekaa tu naangalia. Alafu also another thing, you know, I said being an entrepreneur is about reinventing yourself. Yes. So utapata most times nimekaa chini na work on recipes. What's the next big recipe for Chepchikoni? So utapata ndio time naenda sasa home napigana na ingredients. Ikichomeka natupa kwa dustbin haraka, tunasahau hiyo story. Tomorrow is a day to try another recipe. Alafu ni chill tu kwa sababu sina watoi, sina nini. So kuchill tu.
Two very important things umesema, naweza taka to stick to it. One, which for me I'm just amazed, like your job yako ni hard. Unajua wasi wakisikia una own restaurant, wasi wana the glam. But owning a restaurant inamaanisha wewe uko kwa soko sijui saa ngapi ndio ujue supplies zinatoka wapi. Inamaanisha ile time ulikuwa una deliver, unajua hizo trips. That was crazy. And man, especially for a lady, kufika point unasema okay, now I give up. And for me that's important. Naweza penda yani kuambia tu mademo na watch, it's hard work, it's dirty work. Yeah, don't see the glam, don't see the glory.
Yeah. It's not easy, by the way.
Yeah.
But you know, the thing that fulfills my heart when I do things for myself and I know I worked for this, I earned it.
Yeah.
I did not take anything from someone selfishly. I worked for it.
Yeah.
And that is why rewarding myself is so simple. I don't have a problem with it. Last year on my birthday, I got myself a car because why not? Unaona? So let's work hard. Ndio watu waache kusema wasichana wanapenda za bure sijui nini. You understand? Because when you take yourself out, spoil yourself, it feels nice. You know, this is my sweat. And you are being a role model to your child, to younger women, to nini. You really, you know, when I appreciate big women doing women doing big things out there.
Yes.
But when a woman is doing something big and she's here, she's accessible to you.
Yes.
It kind of makes you realize that it's very possible, more than when you see someone outside of Kenya.
Right.
So if you are a lady, imagine you're doing something big. Imagine your sister or your friend seeing you, that they can relate to you. You don't know how much you inspire them.
It's amazing. Second thing is kuna point ulisema you're working so hard but you're not making money as a person, and hiyo ni jani ya kila entrepreneur. And I think hapa ndio tunaulizanga family and friends wako understanding.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes even someone sends you a text to ask for money, unasikia una nguvu ya kujibu. Because you're like, if you walk in my shoes one day, utanyamaza. Paka Tuesday, there was a friend who was telling me, as in his journey being an entrepreneur, banks ndio easy. Unachukua pesa uzime moto kwa hii bank, uchukue hapa uzime hapa. And people see with a big business, they're like, eish, ule msee ako na pesa. It's so crazy. Unaona? Because sometimes ndio hiyo do inakam, you have to pay salaries. Unabaki, maybe you just afford to pay your rent and buy yourself food. And no one believes that. You have 3 branches. You have 10 big businesses and no one believes that. Yes. But the good thing is, you're building your business. It's costing you time, a lot of money. But kuna time itafika now it will start paying you back. So if you're close to a business person, aki wacheni kuassume tunakwanga tumeomoka.
Very true.
It's ni vile tu akiwezi tembea kama umevaa placard imeandikwa shida zako.
Yeah.
But aki tukianza kuongea kwanza I know most business people from last year Feb to right now, biz tu imekuwa ikijilipa.
Yeah.
Even worst case, sometimes you have to go back to your pocket. And that is what the thing I've learned most. Mimi hata nikimit na beste and I learned they're an entrepreneur. I want to keep this person close. I want to encourage them. I want to, because no one understands what they are going through. Nona. Hata ukienda kwa busy ya beste yako, wacha kupenda za bure. If something is 5 sock, pay 1,000 bob for it.
Yes. You're
their friend, support them. Wape motivation. Me, I feel so. Sometimes a client comes and they even eat food for 2 sock. They pay a K, and these are the people who give you hope. They are the people who are trying to tell you, keep going, we love what you're doing. But now when you come, mara umechukua vitu za deni utaki kulipa, rat race here and there. Please be supportive and stop having expectations na watu wa biashara. Bado tuna build tu. Tukifungua hii business muone vitu mutatoroka. Mutaacha kusema mimi best ya nani. Crazy.
And that's amazing, because bado una scale up.
And I'm sure you can relate. People see you have a whole production company nini. Ajisa saa zingine income ni 1M unaenda home na 50K.
Kwanza production is a bad business. It's too expensive. Yeah, but it's true. Well, because every shilling una make una reinvest into the business. So nimekam ku accept that before a business pays you back, give yourself 7 to 10 years. 7 to 10 years. Between that time, at least now you've invested kama ni equipment, machinery, systems, you've put everything in place. Now unaweza make profit na uone there's a can lose 1 million unaweza weka kwa mfuko. But before that it's a headache. Wow, so imanze, thanks. Hizi ndio reality nataka wase wasikie waki watch. In fact sasa nafikiria sijui tunafaa tutafute therapists kama entrepreneurs. Tunapatana kwa room kai hapa hivi Kayana, tunalia because if you really think about it, as an entrepreneur you're always going through scars. Unapata nice speed bump, una move on, una heal, that's a scar left on you. Like what you were saying, 2020 you had that rough parts and people close to you, you know, you might look like you healed, but that scar is still there.
It's still there. And by the worst thing about scars, they have triggers.
Yes.
Kitu tu kidogo hivi unasikia imefungua hiyo wound. Umeanza tu kufeel the emotions. Or in fact, when I was talking about it, I almost broke down because because as you go through these things, you put them behind. Ikifika tu mali unakumbuka, you start feeling the things and the pain all over again. And sometimes it scares you. That's when unapata mtu amefunga biashara. Unaona? But we just pray for grace. Unaona? Na by the way, una date entrepreneur, please usimstress. Please. When you come home, we just want a hot bath and hot food, nothing else.
It's that balance is so hard. Because whether you like it or not, your business becomes your first girlfriend or first wife or first boyfriend or first husband. Then kuna mtu mwingine anakuja pia anataka the same attention. Expectations.
And that is why I've come to, unajua kuna 5 love languages. Yes. I've come to realize, I think one of the love languages that should be just up there is quality time. And one thing you need to embrace about the world right now and economy and how people are working hard. Inafika point where, kama wewe ni mse wa production, sometimes you're on your laptop and me I cook. You can actually just come to the kitchen as I cook, you do your thing. That's us spending quality time. Stop having, unataka kupelekwa mali lives kila saa, boss. It's impossible. You know? Yeah. Just learn to embrace your partner in their element. Wacha kutaka wakwe out of their element all the time, because we cannot afford to be out of our element all the time. Sisi hatujakuwa wale masio wenye wakanyagi ofisi kabisa. You get, so love people as they are and embrace them let them even express their love to you through what they do. Kama if you're doing production and everything, you can just make a beautiful video for your woman because it's in your element, it's what you do. So mtu ache ku expect sasa wewe unafanya production anataka uende umfixie check engine ya gari kwa sababu that is how they portray love. Unaona? But maybe this is what you do best, and this is how you're able to put all your dedication to one thing.
Hiyo wisdom yote umetoa wapi? So yeah, hiyo wisdom yote Nairobi, Kanairo. And entrepreneurship, by the
it forces you to mature up very fast. It forces you even to, yani mimi, unlike when I was younger, sahi hata mtu akikupea 100 bob, you know they sweated for it.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Unaacha ku take things for granted. It's very bad that out here people take things for granted. Ushai sweat dem amekwambia sijui anataka nguo sijui ya how much. Sweat yako yote umefuliza huyu. You give her that 10k shot. Hey, you know, this is not enough. And this person doesn't know what you have gone through. And being an entrepreneur teaches you how to learn to be grateful.
Yes.
Unaona? And to be logical. Kama me, like when you know now when you have people around you and they ask you things like, hey, it's your birthday, what would you like? You learn to be logical, bana. I can't tell you to buy me this and my blender is broken. I just tell you, my blender is not working, so cheza kama wewe. You start being logical. You stop having expectations. Maybe I know I need to expand my business, put gypsum, put deco, nini. I'll just tell you, we could work on this. Yo ma vacation nini, we'll go. Hakuna hizo beaches hazihami. You learn to be logical, and I think that is very important.
And you've given so many nuggets of wisdom. Nilikuwa karibu kukwambia, so what's the parting word utatuachia? Yani umetupea more, but if you still have more wisdom in you, please, to the young ladies watching and who look up to you.
Okay. Number one, stop being scared to chase your dream because you feel you're not equipped. No one is ever well equipped. If we all were, we would use that money to live the good life we want. Excuse me. Number two, be consistent. Even on the days you don't feel like you can be out there in the world, be out there. You know, it's that consistency that people will say, unataka food, buy kwa nania na kuanga amepika kila siku. Yeah, ananga zile siku ati leo I was feeling moody and cranky. Number three, stop wanting to walk before you crawl. Hii kitu ni process, step by step. If you're starting a nguo business, leo unwe handbag 10, kesho uongeze viatu 10, kesho. Stop wanting to build an empire in one day. It does not work like that. Hata mjengo umaenda site inajengwa, unapata ameleta mchanga leo, ameanza kuchimba sijui. It's a process, like, and that is how you get a big beautiful building. So your dream is literally that big beautiful building, and you cannot wake up to a building. You have to put effort slowly by slowly. Another thing, in whatever business you want to do, strive to be unique. What is it about you that makes the customers come to you? Kwa sababu hakuna business ni monopoly, squeezy. Many people are doing it. So make yourself stand out. Make something about you stand out. Is it your customer care? Is it your branding? Is it the quality of your work? Stop being ordinary. You get... everyone is unique. Everyone, something was put inside of them. Also, another thing, stop viewing people who are in the same industry as you as your enemies. These are people who are either a lesson for you, a stepping stone for you, or they're gonna make mistakes on your behalf for you to learn from them. You'll not make every mistake, and you'll not make every success. So they make mistakes, you learn from them. You do great things, they learn from you. You understand? And they are gonna help you even understand a lot of things. They're gonna help you know where to get cheaper things. So stop building a defense wall around you and your business and thinking everyone is your enemy, while you can hold hands and do better things together. Ushaenda pale tao penye wanauza hizi vitu zinaitwa hardware. Those shops zimepangana hivi, and guess what? People crowd there more than they crowd in one hardwares. What does that teach you? When you come together, great things happen. Me, that's all I have to tell you. So let's continue kicking ass and making dynasties out here.
Amen.
Amen!
Hey. To be very honest, I am super impressed. Super impressed with you. Like, what you've been able to achieve at your age and the wisdom flowing through you. Yani, thank you for being our teacher for the day. And umetufunza vitu more. But pia, I think the one thing I enjoy the most is how relatable you are. And for a lot of the younger people coming up, just you sound and look like someone they can reach out to. Najua, most of us tuki come up, reason hatukuwa tuna reach out to CEOs, walikuwa wanaka yani ni wase. CEO ni mtu amevaa suti, anaingianga kwa Mercedes. Manze, but sahi napatana CEO manze alianzia kwa bedsitter, anaita Nairobi Kanairo, unajua. Anajua tu mzage Dorai na Roisa. So for me, I think ile image ya businesses, entrepreneurs and CEOs tunakuanga nayo ni imeportraywa na the West, because si ukopi kila kitu wazungu fanya. But I think what I'm loving with the new generation is mna customize business to here, to Kenya. something that makes sense to everyone. So thank you very much. Running 3 restaurants is not easy, and for you to give us your time, Yani, thank you. I am humbled. Wanafunzi, I hope you enjoyed the class today. Today we were in this beautiful space in Kayana. It's just a community of women entrepreneurs where they come together to grow together. And please sign up, be a member. Kutakuwa na details kwa video na kwa description box hapo hivyo down. It's a beautiful space. Tuonane in the next class, and let's continue celebrating women, because if we empower women, our whole community grows. Asanteni.